Hey guys, Zell here, and welcome back to some more Nikke. Now, before we actually get into the collaboration event, which I've been putting off, and hey, I actually finally did watch all of, Season 2 of ReZero. My god, 12 hours almost straight. I did not realize each episode was basically 28 minutes. Yeah, usually 24 episodes of an anime tends to be around 8 hours. Because 12 episodes is 4, 24 would typically be around 8. Give or take, if you take a break, then it might end up being longer, but still, like, straight. I took maybe one break, and it was almost 12 hours. My god, I really sorely underestimated that. Either way, best girl for, the season 2 of, voting for your popularity characters. Red Hood is number 1. Dorothy, surprisingly, currently right now, is beating Scarlet, White Scarlet. Blonde, who I, really love between the sisters, is number 4. I don't know how to feel about that, because again, Blonde and Noir are almost equal to me in terms of me liking them. Blonde is still higher, but the fact that her sister isn't next to her on the leaderboard kind of sucks. And now Black Shadow Scarlet. Why are people voting for Black Shadow Scarlet? She's technically a new character. I mean, so is Red Hood. But Red Hood did a lot more than Black Shadow Scarlet did, let's just be honest. Red Hood literally was the entire protagonist of her squad in that Red Ash event. She did so much for her squad and everything else. Everything that she did was badass completely. Now, I think I heard that you get a theme song for the character that wins. If that's actually true, Red Hood already has her own, so I guess that might go to second place. If that actually is a thing. I should really look this crap up before I mention it. But you guys can look it up to see if it's true or not. I do not currently know. But yes, Red Hood, number 1. Vote for Red Hood. And in terms of the special voting, you have these NPCs, right? I've seen some people voting for Anakiro. I voted for Rose. Why? Because if it wasn't for Rose, Scarlet wouldn't be here with us right now. We would probably have Rose instead. Or we'd have her, in lockdown for what she did trying to save, Scarlet. And then we would probably have to rehabilitate her. Either way, I chose Rose. She just, again, what she did trying to help Scarlet, her sister, live. Yeah, I chose Rose. So yeah, Red Hood and Rose are who I'm voting for. It's very, very nice. Now, today should also be what? Last time was Mustang's video. Is it Ingrid's video? Because Anderson was last time, right? Because he was, represents the Pilgrims. And also, again, Gia. I wonder why he represents Pilgrims. I'm also not looking to the bitch Shuen's video tomorrow. I'm not. I never do, never will look forward to her video. It is, however... Wait. There was one time I enjoyed it. And that was when she was cussing up a storm because she lost in terms of voting. Like, that was funny as hell listening to her cuss. I loved it immensely. That's the only thing about Shuen that I loved in that moment, was that fact right there. But yeah, either way, vote for Red Hood. We need to see what outfits she can get. Because if they do like what they did with Modernia, we might get like, what, 3 concepts of which outfit we would want, and then we might get to both of those? Because everyone voted for the Commander's, shirt outfit for Modernia. I can only imagine if Red Hood did win, which currently it's looking like she might because she's over 100,000 higher than the others. What would her outfit be? Because her outfit right now is already great. Like, would they put her in a dress? Would they give her like a punk rock? I mean, I guess that's technically what her outfit kind of is. I don't know, a swimsuit? Then, I really do not know. Okay, look, I'll just say it. Put Red Hood into a reverse bunny girl outfit. That would be the best and worst thing they would probably do. Why is it the worst thing? Because they would not be able to do it. Because it's a reverse bunny girl outfit. I would love to see Red Hood in that. How the hell they would be able to pull that off? Oh, they wouldn't. They would not be able to do that at all. But if they did, that'd be great. But yeah, other than that, I have absolutely no clue what the heck they could possibly do for her. I mean, I might try to give it more thought later on, but for now, oh boy. I'm kind of looking forward to doing this, but at the same time, it's not voice acted as far as I know. So, yeah. Also, I've changed my opinion on Amelia a bit. A bit. She's not bad. I just still prefer Rem. Alright? And that final scene, you know, of season 2, when the battle was finally over, and she, you know, yeah, when the battle was finally over, I literally, laughed my ass off at what she said at the end of the battle. It kind of caught me off guard, but at the same time, it makes sense. Kind of. Which also, again, she never said a certain thing that Subaru always told her, right? She never really said it, right? But in that scene, you can definitely tell that she does because of, you know, what happens. And wouldn't you know it, isn't season 3 coming out sometime this year? At least I think, according to my anime list. I'm pretty sure. That'll be interesting. Except for a certain someone that's not going to probably get any showtime until probably the season after the next one. I hate it. I hate it so much. Either way, why have I been putting this off? Mainly because, you know, Rem, Amelia, and Ram have shown up, and yeah. Oh my god, my voice is so terrible as it is, and this is gonna get even worse. For a show I actually kind of like. Still. Somewhere up on the surface. Hey now, what do we have here? The collector pulls a book out from the debris. It's been a hot minute since I've seen a book in pristine condition. With a satisfied expression, he brushes off the layer of dust accumulated on the cover, revealing an image of a golden dragon underneath. It's tough to determine the value just by looking at it. I'm sure there'll be some interested parties, though. I may have just hit pay dirt. With a contented smile, the collector leaves the area. For a brief moment, silence takes over the area. Oh god. Raptures, no! Which is then bathed in a blinding light. That's Gatekeeper, right? Soon after. Oh god, already? Blonde and Noir, I guess it is. Miss Amelia, are you okay? Miss Amelia, are you okay? Ram?
I'm fine.
Amelia takes in her surroundings. Amidst the swirling puffs of dust, a crumbling city can be seen from afar. Slowly, an unfamiliar landscape reveals itself to Amelia, one unlike anything she has ever seen in Lugunica. No, jeez, I've never actually learned how to pronounce Lugunica? Is that how you actually say the city's name?
Do either of you know where we are? Sorry, I have no memory of this place. Me neither, and it's the first time I've seen buildings designed in such a way. I'm also unsure as to where we are. This may be somewhere outside the Lugunica.
Oh god. The three of them exchange bewildered expressions as none of them can provide an exact answer as to where this place is. Amelia places her hand on the crystal at her chest and speaks to the hidden great spirits. Yeah, Puck, right?
Do you know what happened, Puck? I'm not entirely sure either. And I don't know why I'm feeling so tired. I'm sorry, it can't be of help to Leah.
That's because there's no magic in this world.
Also, still, what the heck is this?
What is that? Is it part of her magic? Supposed to be an invisible Puck? I still have no clue.
That's okay. You can just rest inside. Miss Amelia, do you remember what you were doing last? Yeah, Rem and I were having lunch and listening to Subaru, and then... Sorry, I don't really remember what happened after that. My memory of that event is vague as well. We were enjoying Subaru's story and then... Alright, then mystery is solved. After listening to Barusu's go on over and over again about his lame story, you both fell asleep, right? You were having lunch and in the process of being bored stiff by Barusu's prattling, you passed out. You then came to and found yourselves in an unfamiliar place. Somehow along the way I got caught up in all this as well.
Yes, but how would that have worked if they were listening to his story and passed out? How would you have got dragged in?
We'll have to give Barasu a piece of our minds when we get back.
Again, I love Rem. I still hate what she did and made me do in the game. But there's just something about this look of Ram's that looks like she wants to kill you that I like. Am I crazy for thinking that? I can't be the only one, right, that likes this look that she gives?
Come on, Ram, you don't even know for certain if this has anything to do with Subaru. Miss Amelia's right sister. Besides, I thought Subaru's story was fantastical and engaging. You must be pulling my leg. Forget about his story for now. Figuring out exactly what's going on here is our top priority. Miss Amelia, sister, I say we take a look around the surrounding area. That sounds like a plan. The sooner we find out what this place is, the sooner we can get back to the mansion.
The three who appeared with the light start to move forward cautiously. There you are. Why did you summon me? Let me get straight to the point. Do you remember the D-Wave? I remember. Good. Then I'll keep this short. We've detected further D-Wave activity caused by the special individual with the codename Gatekeeper. Again? So soon? That's right. I would like the counters to go up to the surface and investigate. You're the only ones with any experience dealing with this phenomenon. Very well. In the past 2 incidents, you encountered being summoned by the Gatekeeper. There's a high possibility of that occurring this time as well, so be prepared. Extraterrestrial beings may not always be peace-loving. Noted. That about covers it. I'll send you to the coordinates shortly. Good luck out there.
Thank you very much. We've reached our destination.
The wind kicks up clouds of dust, obscuring our visibility.
We are okay. We are here, but surely I'm not the only one who can't see squat. Nope. I just focus on my attention on my glasses, but I still can't see anything. All you did was make a frowny face.
How about our comms? Still no signal?
Negative. Considering that alpha particle concentration is 0%, I believe the D wave is to be blame. I'm sure it is. That's what happened the last 2 times after all.
Everybody stay on your toes. We don't know what might happen out here.
Yeah, whenever D-Wave is involved, weird happenings aren't far behind. I wonder what'll come out of this time. I'm actually kinda excited. Excited? The Master said it himself. The Gatekeeper can summon anything registered in its database, including interstellar ballistic missiles. Interstellar ballistic missiles. When you've got that, who needs anything else? I see you're awfully excited about this whole thing. You bet. I want to see firepower that can pierce the sky.
Well, you know, something that can pierce the heavens, right? Like a drill.
You call me crazy, but I'd much rather not see anything of that sort.
What do you mean? I'd love to see, you know, Yoko Litna show up in the game. Now, obviously it would have to be her, you know, I mean, it doesn't have to be her adult version, but I would much prefer it, because my god, she was hot.
Wait a moment.
Roppy, assuming the lead position, raises her fist in the air to stop everyone.
There's something there.
Roppy points towards an indistinct silhouette vaguely visible through the dust.
I think it's getting closer.
Unknown individuals approaching. Commander, please step back. Roppy aims her weapon towards the silhouette.
Roppy.
There's no harm in being cautious. And there's not. Amidst the tension, the silhouette finally reveals itself.
I'm telling you, I heard a voice speaking in this direction. Stay back, Miss Amelia. These people are not civilians. They're armed Rem. Okay, Ram.
3 young girls emerge from the dust. 2 of them have short hair and adopt a defensive stance. I believe we found the being summoned by the Gatekeeper.
They seem rather wary of us. What should we do, Commander?
Lower your weapons. Let's try talking to them. Although, is there any real talking to Ram when, you know, she senses danger?
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
As Anius motions to step forward, Roppy stops her.
Not now. We'll have to talk later.
Here it comes.
Good grief. What timing?
Commander, a group of raptors are approaching from the left. Permission to engage. Permission granted. Roger. Encounter. Man, I love saying that. It's been a while since I got to say that again.
Dang, this bunch is more persistent than usual. Be careful, enemy reinforcements.
Ani, Snail, secure your positions.
No, we cannot stand by and do nothing. Rem, we should help. If they were bad people, they wouldn't have protected us by fighting those things. I agree with Miss Amelia. I don't think those people intend to harm us. Very well. However, we mustn't let our guard down. I'll take the lead. I'll go with you, Ram. You take the rear. Okay, Ram, make sure you protect Miss Amelia. You be careful as well, Ram. Alright, let's go.
All clear.
Thank you for helping. You're not hurt, are you?
No. Robbie instinctively raises her weapon, then sighs and lowers it. No, we're the ones who should be grateful. Thanks to you, we can take a breath now.
That was some amazing firepower you've got. Especially you with the blue hair.
What do you mean? Currently she doesn't have a gun.
Rem, was it? You were amazing. What was that crazy looking weapon you had? It looks super sharp.
Yeah, it is.
Every time you swung it, it blew the raptures to smithereens. Wham! Pow! Are you talking about this? It's just an iron ball for self-defense. Can an iron ball really have that fantastic firepower? Rem, you're really amazing. You have a keen eye. That's right. My sisters are both cute and strong in equal measure. On top of that, she excels in cleaning, doing laundry, cooking, and sewing. You flatter me, sister, but I have no hopes of ever competing with you. Really? Your sister's firepower is even more impressive. Have any of you seen the gatekeeper by any chance? The gatekeeper?
Anis, you might need to explain a few things first.
You think so?
Yeah, how would they know what the gatekeeper is? You need to explain what it looks like first. I'll explain. I go over the situation with the gatekeeper in great detail to Amelia and her group.
So those mobbies that we fought are called those things that ambush us, what do you call them again? Raptures. So, one of these raptures, called the gatekeepers, what brought us here? Bingo, you got it. So not only are we not in Lugunica, but we're in an entirely different world. Altogether, it's almost impossible to believe.
I know, right?
I get it, but considering our current situation, I'd say we don't have much choice but to accept it.
Back to our initial question. Have any of you seen the gatekeeper?
That was our first time ever seeing one of these raptures. I don't recall ever seeing this gatekeeper thing you're talking about. How about where you ended up when you first arrived? Was there anything that could potentially be a clue leading to the gatekeeper? When we woke up, there was nothing around us. No noticeable traces left behind either. Sorry, we know that's not much of help. Don't worry. This isn't the first time we've gone through something like this. If anything, it'd be weird if it all went smoothly.
I don't think we'll be getting much information here, Commander. I suggest returning to the Ark for now. Yes, let's go back. So you've spoken with our interdimensional visitors, but they haven't had any interactions with the gatekeeper. Correct. How was their demeanor? They were cooperative. I'm glad. So our only problem lies with the gatekeeper. Was any D-wave detected while we were upon the surface? If so, were we able to determine the source? I was actually going to tell you about that. We're detecting the waves from a different location this time around. Where precisely? When I first called you, I thought we could solve this problem. But by finding the gatekeeper on the surface and waking it up from its sleep. However, this time something strange has happened. What do you mean? We are detecting D-wave inside the Ark. and in very strong concentration. To be precise, we're picking up signals from a mansion located on Royal Road. The owner is a food connoisseur who writes for the food magazine Perfect Cooking. He is also known for purchasing abandoned items collected from up on the surface for a hefty price. What kind of items? The central government speculates that one of the items he recently purchased may have been something conjured up from the gatekeeper's dream. Another thing to note is that the D-wave emanating from that location is pointing in a specific direction. If we want to get to the bottom of this, we'll need to do some digging. And in order to do that, we need to get our hands on that item. Why doesn't the central government go and confiscate it? If it were up to me, that's precisely what we'd do. But there's only one problem. This connoisseur has been making substantial donations to medical organizations for some time. And he's acquired no small amount of influence within New York. If the central government were to intervene prematurely, we could end up accidentally leaking the existence of D-Wave to the outside world. And that is something we should avoid. So with that being said, I'm hoping that you can go retrieve the item for us. What am I supposed to do? Sneak into the mansion and steal it? No, we get some maids to, be invited as guests and steal the item. AKA, that's probably why, they start working as maids. I'm assuming, seeing as how they're working with literally made for you. Not at all. If security over there was that lax, we would have pilfered it long ago. What then? The man regularly holds cooking competitions at his mansion. During these competitions, he awards one of the items he has collected as a prize to the winner. Each team will consist of 3 people. Oh, well. Okay. I mean, that explains that then. Win the competition and bring back the item that triggers D-Wave as a prize. It's the only way to obtain the item without raising suspicion from the outside world. Okay. I'm not quite sure I follow. I've already arranged for a spot in the competition. Each team will consist of 3 people. Once you get back, pick out your team and submit your application. If it's you and the counters, I'm sure you will be able to succeed. Have you seen any of the counters actually cook? How in the world do I get myself into these situations? I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to leave. I have an important meeting soon. Ah, yes, a meeting, you say? Ah, you've got this. Looking forward to hearing good news from you. Yeah.
So in order for us to find a way back to Lugunica, we have to obtain a special item from that mansion. Have we seen that item before?
Very likely. To get that item, we have to win the cooking contest.
We have to win the cooking contest to get back to Roswell. What a weird situation. I'm glad I'm not the only one who finds this all
cuckoo bananas.
How in the world are we supposed to win the cooking competition? I have a hard time just boiling water. And what about you, Neon? I haven't delved much into it myself, but I've got a trick up my sleeve.
Aren't these the same 2 that literally, cooked during summer? And what's that?
Everyone knows fire is a vital part of cooking. So with my powerful firepower. In other words, you haven't cooked either. And you, Vapi?
To be perfectly honest, Commander, I don't think we stand much of a chance of winning this competition.
Yeah, it'd be easier to just break through security and steal the thing.
That sounds more appealing to me as well. Or What if we go to the observatory and try to ascertain the origin of the waves? We might be able to pinpoint the gatekeeper's location like we did before. The concentration of the waves being detected in the arc is too strong. They're apparently interfering with detection equipment up on the surface. In other words, we've got no choice but to retrieve whatever the item is from the mansion.
Oh, why does it have to be cooking? And when is the competition anyway?
Tomorrow?
I think this will be a challenging task. And don't worry about it. Being put out by others is kind of our thing. Yeah, this is our job. Anyway, when is the competition?
The details are on the application form.
It looks like we apply here.
Nail turns around her tablet, on which the application form is showing. The Ultimate Cooking Contest Extravaganza.
What's this? They are talking about the cooking competition.
So when is it?
Let's see. According to this, the date is next week. Neon, get ready. We're infiltrating the mansion straight away. You got it. We'll use our firepower to bust through their defenses. You guys can help too. It's time for you and I to use our firepower again, Rem. Calm down, please. Is there really no other way we can get that item?
I never thought I'd say this, but I actually agree with them. Even you, Roppy.
Hey, Roppy. If we want to find a way back to Luganica, we've got to win this cooking competition.
That's right.
But you all don't seem to be good at cooking. Then why don't we enter the contest instead? I know how to cook. Rem is also in charge of cooking back at the mansion. The food she prepares is always delicious. It's not that impressive. And Rem, don't be silly. The cooking is Rem's job. I'm in charge of taste testing. Uh-huh. Well, they are maids after all, so they've got to at least got to be better than us. And what do you guys think? I feel bad for throwing this all in their lap, but I think it's our only real shot of winning the competition. Yeah. Alright, then if you all don't mind, I'll write down your names on the application. I got it. It's also to our own benefit to win this thing, so we'll try our best. Great, that's the spirit.
I write down the 3 names on the application. Graham, Amelia, and Rem.
We trust that you'll win.
The application has been submitted.
And now we just have to wait until the day of the competition. May I ask where the kitchen is?
It's inside.
May I use it for a moment? You've done so much to help us, and so I want to make you something to thank you. I also want to do some practice before the competition, so...
You don't have to do all of that for us.
Ooh, extraterrestrial cuisine. And this is a one-of-a-kind opportunity, Master. And we barely use the kitchen anyway, so we might as well let them borrow it. It won't hurt anything.
It's a bit unusual to have your guests serving your food, but okay. The kitchen is all yours.
Thanks. I'll see what I can whip up. My food is gonna be so good it'll make you see stars.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it will, alright. Hopefully we don't die.
You stay right here.
Amelia scoots off into the kitchen.
Go knock him dead, Rem. Okay, Rem. I'm going to help Miss Amelia then.
Rem follows after Amelia. And there's a glass break. For a while now, strange sounds have been emanating from the kitchen.
Miss Amelia, I don't mean to cause offense, but what did you just put in there? Rem, didn't you know? Doing it this way allows us to cook a lot of ingredients at once. She's one of those! Oh no! But what about the taste?
Purple smoke begins to slowly seep from the kitchen.
No, Miss Amelia, you should add the seasoning bit by bit while tasting it along the way.
She's just dumping it all in at once.
No worries, I'll just counteract it with some more of this. Now all we've got to do is spoil it. Should I just use this to adjust the heat? Yeah.
The smoke from the kitchen becomes thicker.
Is everything okay in there? Rem's in there, so it should be fine. At the very least, it should be edible.
It's not really, convincing, Ram. A moment later...
Finito. Enjoy it. I wasn't sure what everyone's preferences were, so I made a bit of this and that. I hope you enjoy it.
Amelia and Rem bring out the food that they'd prepared individually. The table is soon filled with a cornucopia of homemade desserts, including cookies, pies, and a massive bowl filled with a sticky purple liquid.
I don't even know what to say. Right off the jump, I've got to ask, what's up with this purple stuff? I didn't even know it was possible to make a soup this color. Did I make too much? It's not quantity that's the issue. Well, there is a bit of problem in quantity, too. Usually the only stuff we see that looks like this is Emma's cooking. Who's Emma?
Someone you should not cook with.
Anyway, this is my own special creation, so dig in.
If Subaru was here, he would definitely dig into this. He would probably die, but he would. Amelia offers the soup she made to everyone.
Like I said before, you've done so much for us,
I'm not biting the bullet for you. I need to stand my ground right now. You need to eat this food. She made it for you. Technically, all of us. So if I'm going down, you're going down with me.
So I'll give you the honor of trying it out first. Yeah, what she said.
Bobby, don't you dare throw me under the bus. Bobby avoids making eye contact with me. They didn't go through all these efforts to make it for us. I close my eyes and try the soup. Contrary to its unappetizing appearance, it's actually not terrible. It is, however, cloyingly sweet to the point where I can feel a slight headache coming on. It's very sweet.
Yeah, too sweet. I can feel myself forming cavities as I eat it. I feel like my head's spinning. Rem and I were looking through the ingredients in the kitchen, and I thought the pure purple fruit had such a pretty color to it and tasted sweet, so I put a lot in.
May I ask how much you put in?
And there was quite a lot.
A healthy amount.
I tossed in all that was available. I figured the more tasty things you put in, the better the soup would be.
That's not how it works, Amelia.
You put in every last one you found. No wonder the soup came out this color. In addition to that, I use a whole bunch of other ingredients. So there should be plenty of nutrients in there. There are all sorts of goodies in there, so eat up.
You mean there's more? I look back towards the kitchen to see several more large bowls filled with the same purple soup.
And why did you make so much? And where did you get all of those bowls anyway? I believe none of you had a meal yet, right? And don't worry about not having enough bowls. I made a lot of ice bowls as backup. You what? How?
Will she use her magic here? I shift my focus to the sweets that Rem baked. Rem's desserts are not only visually flawless, but also divine in texture, aroma, and taste. Delicious.
It's wonderful. This pie is to die for. And naturally, Rem made it after all. I brewed some tea meant to go with Rem's cookies. Enjoy.
Especially brewed. Commander, may I have a word? Robbie leans in and whispers in my ear. I think we need to find another way to retrieve the item. If we go to the cooking route, I don't think our chances of success are all that high. Yes, but that's where, you know, bringing them to Made for You would come in handy. Then they can learn actual cooking skills. I mean, Rem's fine. Ram, she's a taste tester. Amelia, she just needs to start serving the food. That's all she needs to do. Just become a waiter. A waitress. The bowl of purple soup sits before me defiantly. I think you may be right. The taste isn't the only thing that the judges will be critiquing. They'll also be considering the appearance, texture, and aroma. In that regard, Amelia's cooking leaves it a bit to be desired. But Rem seems to be capable in the kitchen. If we have Amelia and Graham act only as assistants, we might still have a shot. If you insist.
Ooh, our application got accepted. Apparently, we can't make any changes to it once we submit it.
Nail turns around her tablet. On the screen is the application form for the cooking contest we filled out earlier. Stamped across the application in a bold red lettering are the words "application approved."
Uh-oh, Commander. Did you read the fine print on this application?
What fine print?
There's a bunch of it at the very bottom of the page. This contest will assume a time-based format, wherein each individual on a team will take turns before submitting a final dish.
Well, that means that all of the girls need to chip in and you know, cook. Oh, well, we're screwed.
And please note that the order in which the contestants will cook be determined based on the order their names were written on the application.
So was it Amelia, Ram, then Rem? Yeah, we're screwed. Oh no, it was Ram, then Amelia, then Rem. That was close. Honey Snown, get ready. We're infiltrating the mission. Oh my god, she's on board with that strategy now. Wait. We can keep that in our back pocket, but there's still some time left until the competition. Are you saying there's another way? Amelia, Ram, Rep, come here for a moment and take a look at this.
What's wrong?
I showed them the fine print written on the application.
The contest is carried out in a very specific manner. I've never cooked in this way. Will it be okay? I've shared cooking duties with Sister before, but this taking turns thing is a first for me as well. This could be a bit of a challenge.
Until the competition comes around, you all can practice.
Practice cooking? You mean?
I know just the people who can help. Okay, now time for my voice to die.
Welcome, miss. Go.
Oh no. Loda trips, shattering the plate that she was holding.
I was wondering when you'd come again, Master.
As Cocoa greets me, she accidentally bungles the picture she was drawing with the ketchup. I should stay somewhere where I won't disrupt their work. As I go to sit in the corner, Aid approaches me.
Hello, Master. Would you like to order something?
I'm fine for now.
Oh, do you perhaps have something to discuss then?
I do, in fact. I came to ask for your help.
Me?
I have some friends who are practicing for a cooking competition, and I thought you might be able to help.
You mean the competition at the connoisseur's mansion?
Right, how did you know?
I heard about it by chance.
So it's a famous competition then.
Ah, yes. Anyone who has been a passing interest in cooking will have heard about it.
If it's okay with you, can you help us out?
I am a bit preoccupied with helping Cocoa and Soda craft up a new menu for the cafe. If your friends wanted to join us, I don't think it'd be a problem.
That'd be fantastic.
Very well. I'm not sure how much help I'll be, but I'll do my best.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. I'm just glad I can repay you in some way for all the help you've given me. I have a few things I've got to take care of, but I'll be right with you when I'm done.
Okay.
That's how I came to be your teacher today. My name is Amelia. I look forward to working with you. Likewise. I'm Rem. And I'm Ram. Gee. Is there anything we can help you with? I don't think so. Cocoa, Soda, you should know better than to stare. You two are bad enough to make anyone feel self-conscious. Oh, sorry. It's just been a while since we've seen another maid. I've never seen twin maids so cool. And that pink hair, it's a telltale sign of a professional maid.
Cocoa gives a thumbs up.
Everyone knows that sister's the best, but what was that you're saying about the telltale sign? You look like a maid yourself. Let's continue with the introduction, shall we? Hello, I'm Soda, and this is Cocoa, the head maid of Maid for You. And nice to meet you all. You must be quite skilled to have become a head maid at such a young age. That's 'cause I'm a professional. This is gonna be fun. I think that covers the greetings. Let's get started cooking, shall we? In just a moment, Aid. I have something to say. Ahem. The culinary path is harsh and treacherous. Even I, a professional maid, have found it taxing. Are you ready to take on this challenge? Yes, I'm ready.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. She's been like that ever since she had that soup she made.
I think she doesn't want to be the reason we lose a competition.
Wait. She actually tasted that thing? Oh no.
I think she also butthurt about how sweet her soup was.
It was tough, though. That stuff nearly gave me diabetes.
I won't pretend that I'm perfect, but I'll do my best to help you where I can. I look forward to working with you. Now, what ingredients do we have here? Actually, I used up all the ingredients. I made more than enough soup just now. I see. Amelia, we're not joking when we tell you the culinary path is an arduous one. You must steel yourself for what's ahead. Okay, I'll try my best.
And with that, the special training from Made for You commences.
The dish we are going to be making is curry rice. Curry rice. And what an invaluable experience being able to learn about another area's cuisine. I'll pay close attention so I can make it for Subaru.
Isn't it almost dinner time? We should hurry and get started.
Right. When it comes to becoming a skilled cook, it's all about technique and mastering the basics. The technique. So I'm taking this opportunity to teach you all precisely that. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by technique, but I'll put my best foot forward. Good. In this competition, you're all responsible for collaborating on one final dish, correct? And that means it's more important than ever to coordinate with one another. To that end, it's let's practice cooking with a partner. How does that sound? And no disagreement here. Alright then, first things first. Let's go buy the ingredients we need for a solid curry.
So, since Amelia needs the most work, she's probably going to be working with Aid. Since Rem is cosplaying Soda's outfit, she's probably going to be cooking with Soda. And Ram, since, you know, pink power and all that, is going to be working with Cocoa.
Let's go buy the ingredients we need for a solid curry. If you head down the stairs and go straight ahead, you'll see the store where we usually buy ingredients. And there are also an umbrella store that I like. Can you see its Ram? Ram, there's a ketchup store that I like. And over there. And she acts like a child, to be fair. She does look like one as well. Ram, Cocoa is being kind enough to teach you all sorts of things. You should respond to her. I've never seen buildings like this before. They're so shiny, and all these shops as well. And this is the Ark's main street. And this is the center of the Ark. It definitely looks like the center as it's bustling with people. Oh, wait a minute. Miss Amelia, do you see that square-shaped area over there? Those people milling about seem to be trapped in it. And what do you reckon it's made of? Made of what? You say people are trapped? Where?
A moment later in front of the grocery store.
From here, let's split up and each get the ingredients we want to put in the curry. I've already prepared the essential components, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. Hey Ram, there are some special ingredients over there that only I know about. Follow me and I'll show you. If it were Miss Amelia, who knows? But for me, the simple ingredients are enough.
Cocoa drags the reluctant Ram into the store. Cocoa certainly is smitten with Ram.
But that's because she's perfect. It's only natural. Rem, we can go this way. There are plenty of fresh ingredients over there. A known ingredient? Interesting. I've got a whole bunch of questions, is that okay? Sure. I just hope you're satisfied with my answers.
Soda and Rem enter the opposite store.
Rem and Ram are working so hard, I can't fall behind. I'll tell you what to watch out for when choosing ingredients, Amelia. Agreed. Rem is always stressing how important it's like to eat ingredients. Let's begin. Here it is. Yay, I'm here to snag my secret ingredients.
One of them's ketchup, isn't it?
I didn't realize you would be so enthusiastic. I'm officially exhausted. Rem, I'll leave the rest to you.
I want you to get up to.
I told her that sometimes, in order to gain something, you have to lose something.
Cocoa gives a thumbs up. Not entirely sure what you mean there, but okay.
How do you fare, Rem? I learned a lot. I asked about how food in the Ark was made. It was all brand new knowledge, which of course was quite intriguing. It was fascinating getting to see all of those new ingredients. Its explanations were so riveting. I had no idea so much time had passed. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And now that we're done shopping, shall we be getting back?
Sure, let's go.
What's that over there?
Amelia abruptly darts off. Amelia?
Amelia, you scared us taking off like that. Sorry, but I saw this little girl all alone, and I was worried.
Huh. Is this a new model? I don't think I've ever actually seen this one before. In front of Amelia, there was a girl who was bawling. Also, is this perchance, one of the gatekeeper's pawns walking around? Because, I mean, she is a new model after all, I'm pretty dang sure, so this might have something to do with the gatekeeper. Whose child is this?
It looks like she got lost. Hello, I'm Amelia. What's your name? Kurara?
Well, was not expecting to see Claudia's name show up in this game. Okay.
Kurara? That's a cute name. My daddy gave it to me. His name is Svarog. Where's your dad? He came here with me, but I can't find him. And would you like a chocolate? Kurara. Thank you.
Kurara's crying ceases when she eats the chocolate.
Would you all like to go ahead without me? What? I'm going to help Kurara find her dad. I don't feel comfortable leaving her all alone. But Miss Amelia, I got it. You're not exactly familiar with this place either. If it's just you who stays back, the two of you are sure to get lost.
Don't worry, I'll go with her.
But I can't just leave her alone.
Hey, I'm sorry, but can I ask you for another favor?
And what would that be?
You go ahead and take everyone back. I'll stay here with Kurara and Amelia. Sorry to make you have to carry all the shopping bags.
There's no need to be sorry, Master. Cocoa, soda, let's head back. Rem, you should go back with them. I'll stay here with Miss Amelia.
What, you don't trust me to be alone with Amelia? I mean, I am technically still a stranger to you, even though we have, been on some friendly terms, I guess. No, the way I pulled for Amelia, I wouldn't really call it, the best. She chose me over Subaru, but I mean, hey. I'm still annoyed that her sister didn't. Oh, God.
Okay, Aid. You can share some of the bags with me.
Except for Amelia and Ram, who decided to stay with Kurara, the rest of the group heads back to the cafe.
Where should we start looking?
It'll be tough finding her dad in such a crowded place.
True.
Let's take her to the ACPU.
Excuse me?
The police.
Police?
The people who patrol the streets and catch criminals.
Do you mean guards or knights? Did you see knights? I know about knights. Daddy told me all about him. He says that the knight is a hero who saved the princess from raptures. Wow, what an impressive knight. Yeah, a long time ago, there was a princess living in a castle.
As Kurara continues her story excitedly, Amelia listens with rapt attention.
And the knight rushed in with his huge spear, and the raptures guarding the castle all exploded like boom, boom.
Ellie, is this you?
Just when the knight was about to be killed, my dad appeared in the nick of time and saved him. It's clearly a fairy tale, but I hope Kurara believes it to be true.
Apparently.
This ACPU close by. If we're taking Kurara there, now would be the perfect time since she stopped crying.
Alright, let's head over there. A story about a brave knight rescuing the princess. The story about the Nikke's destroying a large rapture. The story about explorers discovering ancient ruins. There is one common thread in the stories that Kurara told.
Thanks to my dad, the adventure ended safely. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, Kurara's dad must be really strong. I got wrapped up in the stories. They are certainly more interesting than the stories Subaru comes up with. Come now, Graham. Subaru stories may be eccentric, but they're still quite fun. And they're true. Every story my dad tells is real, and I've got proof. Once I get better, my dad and I are gonna go on adventures up on the surface. Yes, I hope you get better soon. It sure will, and Dad promised. And when we do, I'll be able to tell you more stories.
I will say this right now, I have absolutely no clue what stories she's actually telling.
I'll look forward to that.
Perhaps we should wrap up story time for today.
I got it.
It's time to say goodbye.
The commander is right. It's time to say goodbye. I see Boo.
What the heck, Amelia?
And would it be okay to take Kurara now?
Yes, please help her find her father.
Don't worry. We already received a missing person report earlier. I'm willing to bet that will be Kurara's dad. Alright then, let's say goodbye. You two really bonded in a short amount of time. Thanks for listening to my stories, Amelia. Will I get to see you again? Yes, we can play again next time. Next time you can tell me all about your adventure. You bet. May the spirits bless you, Kurara. I got it. It's just something we say when saying goodbye. It means we hope that you'll be well until the next time we meet. Again. See you guys later. And see you around, kiddo.
Be safe.
I'm back. How's Kurara doing?
She'll be reunited with her dad soon, so don't worry.
That's music to my ears. Since Amelia's back safe, we can start cooking.
Yes, we should start before it gets too late.
Everyone, please wash your hands and gather in the kitchen. We're going to be making curry rice. We'll quickly go over the recipe, and then break off into pairs to give it a spin. Once we've made our curry, we can serve it to the members of the counters, to thank them for cleaning the kitchen while we were out shopping. I'm sorry for leaving the kitchen in such a mess. But thank you, everyone. I'll repay you with some delicious cooking. Alright then, as for who will pair with who, I already know who I want to partner up with.
Yeah. Again, Kokawa is gonna be with Ram, Soda's gonna be with Ram, and Amelia gets Aid, since Aid is the best cook out of the three. And we'll make sure that nothing goes wrong with her cooking, right?
A pink goes with pink. Everybody knows that. Alright, Coco and Ram will be a pair, and then let's just have everyone pair up with whoever their shopping partner was. It looks like you and I are going to be a team soda. Alright, I'll try not to drag you down too much. I guess I'm with you, Aid. That's right, I'll guide you through the basics. Now that we've partnered up, let me go over the recipe. The main advantage of curry is that it's highly customizable, and you can add all manner of different ingredients to it.
Aid proceeds to give a brief rundown of how to make curry.
It seems simple enough. I think I can do this. It looks like everyone is ready to go. Let's start cooking.
My curiosity gets the better of me, and I head into the kitchen to see how everyone is doing with their curry. What kind of curry are you two making?
Watch out, Master. It's dangerous. Ah.
Soda, who is carrying a plate full of prepared ingredients, trips and loses her balance. Hey, Rem caught them all. Nice. Using a frying pan, Rem catches all the falling ingredients in midair. And even grasps Soda's hand so that she doesn't fall down. Now see, that's such a perfect maid right there. Such a perfect maid.
You did a good job preparing the ingredients. Thank you. I should be the one thanking you.
Afterward, however.
Uh-oh, the curry looks a little burned. It appears it wasn't stirred sufficiently. If we remove the bottom part and add more water, there won't be an issue.
A while later.
Gah. If it looks like it's about to overflow, just reduce the heat. Oh no. If it's too spicy, put in more milk.
Rem's superlative cooking skills cover all of Soda's blunders. What's more, she also manages to make several fried dishes to accompany the curry, including a few fried eggs. You're amazing, Rem. Next, I'll go see Ram and Cocoa, how Ram and Cocoa are doing. Cocoa's eyes sparkle as she reduces the sauce.
I knew the secret ingredient would be perfect for this.
What on earth is this secret ingredient you keep talking about? Instead of answering, Cocoa merely gives me a thumbs up. Looking inside the pot, I notice something pink wriggling around. You are making curry, right?
I wouldn't ask questions when you're scared of the answer.
Ram, who is off the side peeling potatoes, steps over and covers the pot with a lid. What are you up to, Ram?
I'm making my specialty.
And what's that?
Steamed potatoes, of course.
You've already given up on making curry.
What are you talking about? This curry is going to come out perfect. Don't you worry.
Uh-huh. Inside the pot, the mysterious pink objects continue to wriggle to and fro. Is that what a perfect curry looks like?
You're gonna love it, Master.
I think I'll simply pretend I didn't see anything. I'll go check on with Amelia and Aid next. Amelia's focused on preparing the ingredients.
You're pretty good at this, Amelia. When I was living alone with Puck, I prepared all the meals. Have you ever cooked for anyone else than Puck? Well, Ram never lets me... Ram never lets me help in the kitchen. I see. Well, I think we're all set with the ingredients. Let's move on to the sauce. Toss in some butter and garlic and then stir-fry everything in it. Okay. Amelia, the flames don't need to be that strong. Neil mentioned before how firepower is important for cooking. Of course it is. But even more important is knowing the right heat to use. It's the same as with anything else. Whether it's the taste or the quantity that you make, it's all about the balance. It shouldn't be too extreme one way or the other. And not too much, and not too little. Based on what I've seen so far, it's clear to me that you've got a knack for cooking. As long as you focus on exercising moderation, I have no doubt you'll be able to make all kinds of delicious food. Okay, I will try my best. Thank you, Aid.
Amelia starts concentrating on her cooking. With Aid helping her, there won't be any culinary disasters like last time. Exactly. Mouth-watering smells waft out from the kitchen. Keep at it, everyone. You're doing good. Oh god, it actually is pink. It's nice to luxuriate in a calming environment like this once in a while.
Gah. Phew. Pink curry complete.
To be honest though, a bit of liveliness isn't so bad either.
Mic test, mic test. Can you hear me, Robbie?
You're sitting right next to me.
Alright then, let's proceed with the inaugural Outpost cooking competition. And drumroll, please. We've got our panel of judges here with us, Robbie and the Commander. And drumroll, please.
Huh, we're supposed to be judging. I only came because you told me I could try the curries you all made.
Commander, this is all meant to build up the actual competition. We ought to take this seriously. There's no fun, no meeting and just eating. Yeah, that's right.
Winning the competition might be a shortcut to resolving the current D-Wave incidents. You and I can consider this part of our mission, and so we should treat it with appropriate level of respect. Aren't we all taking this just a bit too seriously?
Welcome to the inaugural Outpost cooking competition with Soda of New York. Let's begin. Up first, and drumroll please. Soda and Drim. Is that my cue? Yes, you can come out now.
Soda and Drim step out of the kitchen, bringing 4 plates. Of course.
Wow.
Soda slips, setting the plates flying up into the air. With a remarkable swiftness, Clem catches the plates falling from Soda's hands and sets them on the table. What a show!
Please enjoy your meal. Rem, am I imagining things or were you just rocking a horn a moment ago?
Yeah. Additional points for the stylistic flourish.
Wow, it looks delicious.
Atop the curry is a fluffy scrambled egg, giving it the appearance of omurice.
Let's give it a try.
I scoop up a spoonful of curry, making sure not to miss the egg. The fluffiness of the egg pairs wonderfully with the slight spiciness of the curry. Delicious.
It's wonderful. The tempura is super crispy too.
I continue to enjoy the delicious curry Soda and Clem made.
It would appear our first team has set the bar quite high. On to the second team. And drumroll please. The pink duo, Cocoa and Ram.
Cocoa and Ram come out of the kitchen carrying 4 plates, containing what appears to be pink curry.
And like I said before, you've done so much for us, Commander. So I'll give you the honor trying it out first. So come on, all they did was use food coloring, right? There's no way they used anything else to make it turn pink. Right? Yeah, what she said.
Robbie avoids making eye contact with me again. I don't like where this is going. Why? Is this food from another world?
Let me add a bit of ketchup.
Cocoa proceeds to draw something with ketchup, but it mixes together with the pink sauce, making it impossible to discern what it's supposed to be.
Already enjoying.
Gee. I close my eyes and take a bite. It tastes like ordinary curry.
You're right.
If anything, it's a bit bland.
And do you remember what Ram said before?
What? But you're Ram.
You remember what Ram said before?
That the curry would be perfect and I didn't have to worry. Okay, I'm assuming I was supposed to be Cocoa talking?
Well, sure. That and how my specialty is steamed potatoes.
Ram stuffs the potato dipped in curry in my mouth. Ram just fed me? Hey, can we get this more often, but also with Rem doing it? Man, I'd love to be getting fed by both of them at the same time. That'd be very nice. It's hot, but it tastes pretty good. The mild curry sauce, when combined with the salty steamed potato, tastes far better than I thought it would. It's quite good.
Woohoo! Huzzah!
As the two maids pat themselves on the back, I continue to dip steamed potatoes into the curry.
And now for the final team. Ah, screw this. I'm getting tired of this whole act. Yeah, me too. Aid Amelia, get out here.
Aid and Amelia come out of the kitchen, carrying 4 plates of what looks like ordinary curry.
Phew.
Amelia takes a deep breath.
This time, it's my own creation. I hope you enjoy it. Oh. This time, it's my own creation. I hope you enjoy it.
With flashbacks of the purple soup coursing through my mind, I tentatively scoop up a spoonful of curry. It certainly looks normal, but what about the taste? Oh.
How is it?
The smell is a bit strong, but it has a standard curry flavor. It's good.
Really?
What do you think, Vapi? It's delicious. Oh, did you want a more detailed critique?
Nah, judging the food we made for ourselves feels kinda awkward, don't you think? Totally. Let's just sit down and enjoy it.
Sounds like a plan to me. Let's eat. I like this.
There must be a reason the curry sesame was pink. Oh, wow, it's the same color as Sis's hair. Amazing. It almost seems inappropriate to eat something so majestic. But we should eat it while it's hot.
Yeah, inappropriate to eat, huh? I'd like to dive into Ram. Rem is sorry-eyed over the plate of pink curry.
I knew Rem would knock it out of the park.
Rem eats the curry with an air of contentment.
It turned out well. It's thanks to you, Aid.
And Amelia enjoys herself as we all sit down for an enjoyable meal.
It's getting late, so we should wrap things up here. All of you did really well. Before we leave, however, I have one final thing to ask. Amelia, what is your reason for wanting to make delicious food? Is it just to win the competition?
Are you gonna say it's to try to make Subaru happy? Maybe?
Of course, I really want to win the competition, but when we first got here, we were so discombobulated and you all were so nice to us. I realize this is hardly enough to repay you, but nevertheless I wanted to make it as delicious as possible.
Ah, so you made it for me, you know, and my girls instead of someone else that you want to try to get better for. Okay. I knew it. You choose me over Subaru. Fantastic.
I wanted to take first place so I could head back to Luganica and also repay you for the kindness. I'll use the very same delicious dish, but perhaps I was overreaching. Ah, don't worry. Amelia, this is my final piece of advice. When you're cooking, you need to think about various factors. It's especially important to think of who will be eating your food. If you think of that person and put your heart and soul into it as you're cooking, you'll end up with a delicious meal every single time.
And here comes what I was just probably talking about.
And put your heart and soul into it. I think I know what you mean. And for Ram and Ram, When you're cooking together with someone, it's important to cover each other and make up for each other's faults. Although I must say, from watching you both today, I think you two are already well aware of this. I'll keep that in mind. I just hope you all do well in the competition.
That night, Amelia?
Not too much, not too little. And just right. And put your heart and soul into it. And there you are. Yeah, I wanted to practice a bit more. Miss Amelia, don't push yourself too hard. Preparing and practicing for the competition is important, but in the end, the event we... Nothing. It should be fine. They'll have helped us immensely. That's the least I can do is what I can help to... That the least I can do is do what I can to help.
Okay, I just can't read.
I see.
After Rayam finishes speaking, she sits nearby and starts preparing the ingredients.
There's still a bit of peel left. The trick is to hold the knife still and turn the ingredients as you're peeling. Here, I'll help also, Miss Amelia. It's important to adjust the heat based on the stage of cooking. Thank you, both of you.
That night, the flames in the kitchen stayed lit for a long time. Recipe for you to be continued. Alright, part 1 done. Sometime later, the day of the competition at the Connoisseur's mansion.
Wow, is this where the competition is being held? This place is massive. It still doesn't hold a candle to Rosfall's mansion, but it seems to be the closest thing they have here.
Where?
That's the place we live in back in our world. Ram and Rem work inside the mansion, whereas I was there studying for the royal selection.
I see. What kind of person is Roswell?
It's a bit hard to explain. Sometimes he's weird, but other times he feels reliable. It's so great is His Majesty. That is impossible to put into words.
I'll drop the subject. You say he is living in a mansion more palatial than this. It must have been a challenge to keep everything in order.
Not at all. There were no issues of any sort. That's because we had Rem on our side.
You're telling me Rem handled the upkeep all by herself?
Do not underestimate Rem. She is able to handle everything on her own and can perform tasks flawlessly. I can only do so because Sister's assistance. And Subaru is always lending a helping hand. Oh yes, you mustn't forget about Subaru, working hard.
No. Let's forget about him. All three of you, you're part of my harem now, right?
Right, I nearly forgot about Barusu. And we'll have to teach him a lesson when we get back. You still highly believe Barusu is involved in—
What? Rem calling him Barusu?
You still highly believe Barusu is involved in our being transported here.
Why is she calling him that?
And there's no way he's not involved in this in at least some capacity.
How? The only thing I've seen the guy be good for is literally just dying until he can get the correct result. Like, literally! In most of Season 1, it was what? Die and reset, die and reset, die and reset. That's pretty much all he really does. Technically. And yes, again, I have seen Season 2. I know what happens in it. Still holds true for at least half of Season
2. You mustn't jump to conclusion train. There's no way to know for certain if Subaru has anything to do with this.
I haven't met the Subaru yet, but I'm starting to get a sense of how he's treated.
And do you think it'll be okay to leave Subaru on his own? He must be looking for us right now. I hope he's not too sad. He's probably using this whole predicament as an excuse to slack off. And we'll have to formulate an appropriate punishment for that as well.
No, he's probably trying to get into the, forbidden library and talk to Beatrice to try to help him find a way to get you girls back. Because he can't locate you by himself. That's for sure.
Rather than bother Sue, I'm more worried about Rosfall and Beatrice. Now let's win this competition quickly and hurry back to the mansion. Yes.
You say that, but you girls are gonna be staying with me. Meanwhile, your actual real selves, or I guess your clones, technically, because it's more fun that way to think of that, the clones going back, will be with Subaru and everyone else. But I get the real, genuine article girls to stay with me. Very nice. By the time the competition has ended, we have reached the end of the long hallway. In front of us is a robot standing before a door which leads into the lobby.
Hey, stop.
When the heck did they decide to finally give this thing a model? This thing's usually in the, that one game mode that I keep forgetting exists. Okay.
I present your invitation.
I take out the invitation from my pocket on which is written, "Present this invitation upon entering the competition hall. Each team is allowed a +1 for whom a supplementary invitation has been included therein."
Identification chip confirmed. After passing the hallway, you may proceed to the lobby.
And I am not quick on the uptake. I was wondering who the heck the +1 was. That's me. The clamorous grand entrance hall is filled with gathered participants. Mwahaha! Drake, why are you in this competition? And are you gonna be in your main outfit again? That laugh sounds awfully familiar. Aw, you're not.
Now is my time to shine. Everyone will witness my true villainy. Yes, today shall settle the score once and for all, Drake. How exactly are you two planning on achieving that? My villainous cuisine will pummel her puny heroic dish.
You two do know that you need to cook together, right?
My heroic cuisine will rise above her execrable, villainous cuisine. But we're supposed to be on the same team. And how in the world is food villainous or heroic?
I pretend I didn't see them.
A villainous dish speaks for itself. Any fool knows that. And the same goes for a heroic dish. You do well to remember that going forward. Fine. I guess it's my fault for asking.
Let's just get out of here before we get roped into something.
Do you know them?
No? At least not today. I don't. On the other end of the reception area, various items foraged from the surface rest inside a display cabinet. Old bed sheets, a compass, and more line the shelves. Amongst these various collectibles, what catches Rem's eye is a beat-up pot.
And what are these things?
These are ordinary objects from how life used to be up on the surface.
They don't seem to have much value, certainly not enough to put on display. They might not be valuable in a monetary sense, but they once meant a lot to someone. And so putting them on display like this does have some meaning.
Aid?
Aid, good morning. Hey there. How have y'all been? The whole squad is here. Made for you. Represent.
So are they, competing?
Hey soda, hey Cocoa, what are you all doing here? How tragic. Yesterday's friend has become today's enemy. Oh, how my heart breaks. Enemy? Us? Allow me to interpret. Made viewers also participating in the competition. So for today at least, we're in opposition to each other. Although I, of course, wish you the best of luck.
I should have known. From the very beginning, you seemed oddly well informed about this contest.
We knew we would be participating, so of course we looked up the details.
Why didn't you tell us?
It'd be more fun this way. If you knew we were participating in the competition as well, would you have allowed me to show you the ropes when it came to cooking? You see, that's why I didn't say anything. I know you're a good person and wouldn't want an unfair advantage.
Thank you.
For being so considerate. Don't worry about us though. Working together with you all gave us plenty of time to practice ourselves. Yeah, we even managed to make some new additions to the menu at the cafe. You're all so kind. Thank you. You don't have to thank us. We've got this in the bag. Ram, it's time to determine who is the real pro maid. There can be only one professional maid with pink hair.
Okay, well, what the heck?
So I'm gonna come at you hard.
Well, I bet a lot of people would want to do that with Ram. And Ren. And sometimes maybe Amelia. Although Frederica, she was also, an interesting character. Very interesting indeed. Yeah. I mean, she's technically, similar to a characteristic for characters that I like that they have. Pretty nice.
It sounds like you're taking it quite seriously. Very well. Like they say, no big or no home. We've signed up for this competition, so we might as well win. Agreed. Although I'm not exactly comfortable competing against our friends who have helped us, but we didn't come here to lose. May the best team win fair and square. Well said. Good luck, everyone.
It'd be a bit awkward if I were to root for just one side. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Is that a microphone? Look, someone's about to make a speech.
Oh man, they really love using this model. A middle-aged man has stepped onto the podium. Can everyone hear me in the back? Yes? Good. Now that everyone's here, allow me to begin by explaining a few of the guidelines. Much like the previous events, the Gourmet magazine Perfect Cooking has prepared a unique theme for this year's competition. That theme is curry. To create a dish which is evocative of the past. Evocative of the past, you say? What a wonderful theme indeed. In the morning, each team will decide what dish to make and be given time to prepare their ingredients. In the afternoon, everyone will gather in the competition hall and finish their dish. As was previously stipulated, each team member will take turns cooking to complete one singular dish. The specific criteria we will be using to judge the dishes will be made clear later. As for now, I simply want to express my gratitude to all of the participants for attending. And now, let the competition begin.
So this is the kitchen.
Looks like we've already got all we need.
Yeah, I confirmed that. The cooking utensils are all ready to go. And we've got all sorts of top-notch splendid men available to choose from. And there won't be an issue on any of those fronts.
We just walked in and you've already checked all these out.
And for someone who's been a maid as long as I have, you can say it's instinctual.
What does that have to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything.
A splendid man. Soda explained it to me when we went out grocery shopping. In terms of texture, it resembles a squishy dough. It doesn't inherently have any flavor. The food here is made by kneading together different splendidin and incorporating other additives to enhance the flavor and aroma. If you do it right, apparently you can end up with something pretty close to the real thing. If I'm not mistaken, even fruits and vegetables here are made using splendidin. I used them when I was cooking before. I didn't even notice the pimento smelled exactly as it should have. And come to think of it, Miss Amelia's sister, do you remember the theme of the competition? Yes, we have to make a dish that is evocative of the past. It sounds simple enough, but I wonder what exactly they're asking for. I presume they mean something that, when you eat it, it brings back good memories. Like all the delicious food Ben made for us. Advanced steamed potatoes. I never get enough of those spots, especially when they're dipped in mayonnaise. Other than that, does anything come to mind for you?
I close my eyes and reminisce. An old memory from up on the surface bubbles up. Dove! Mushy? Bugs? Oh no. Please no.
In this frigid cold, securing sustenance is your top priority.
Also, good to know that this is canon, before this event. Because again, she did come out before the collaboration. I mean, it makes sense. But I don't see anything edible.
Look harder, then there are plenty of top-tier protein sources around us.
Dove catches a caterpillar. No, it's the bugs again.
Like this little guy, for example.
Is that actually okay to eat? Also, man, it's nice seeing Tove's backstory again. Tove eyeballs the caterpillar intently.
No, this isn't right. You're human, whereas I'm a Nikke. You need this way more than I do.
No, Tove. No. You don't have to do that. Tove plops the caterpillar in my hand. Somehow I get the feeling that someone watching from afar with a scope is drooling. I'm not sure if it's the best memory to go with. Another memory, once again, from up on the surface. Snow White. The girl who will eat pretty much about anything.
These rations are a precious commodity, so eat them sparingly.
Snow White places something in my hand. It's, before I can recall any more details, the memory goes hazy. That won't work either. I mean, can't we just remember what Scarlet gave us? Because she does farm.
Why are we thinking of Emma? Are you okay, Commander?
I'm not sure. I think I've had enough reminiscing.
Hey, Kurara! I can see the pain in your face. Kurara, how did you get in here? Hey there, Amelia. My dad is the one who runs the cooking competition. And did you get turned around again? You can't be here unless you're a participant. I came because I have something to talk to you about. Oh? Yeah, and it's super important. I'd love to hear it, but we're in the middle of a competition. Is it okay if I listen to it afterwards? But I've got a secret that'll help you win the competition for sure. Did you say secret? I think we ought to hear her out. I knew you'd be interested. If you really want to know. But then there's a story I had to tell you first. You may have heard of it. The story of the legendary seasoning. A legendary seasoning. And this stuff is out of this world. If you put it into your cooking, it'll instantly become delicious. Really? So scrumptious that anyone who tastes it will beg for more. The knight who teamed up with my dad to save the princess. The Nikke who defeated the large rapture with my dad. Even the explorer who sailed the high seas with my dad. They all fell instantly from my dad's cooking. My dad is a really amazing person. He's a chef, explorer, knight, and all-around hero.
A chef, an explorer, knight, and a hero? Is this a reference to a character in ReZero that I know nothing about? Or is this an reference to a character that I probably would know if I got more context of what the heck she's talking about?
It's crazy that some things so magical actually exist in the world. I'd be interested in trying something made from this stuff. Me too. One of my greatest wishes is to taste a dish made from the legendary seasoning. A magic seasoning which everyone falls head over heels for. It sounds like a tall tale that Barusa would pull out of his rear. It's all made up. I got evidence, look at this.
Kurata shows us a picture of a restaurant.
And this is the day we came back to the Ark after doing some exploration on the surface. My dad said he had the legendary seasoning here.
There's a number written on the back of the photo. Are these the restaurant's coordinates? How dare you three listen in on this conversation?
It seems so. This must be the way the legendary seasoning is hidden.
Laplace?
I didn't expect to find you in a place like this, Betty. Boy.
How long have you been there?
I was moseying on by when the words legendary seasoning hit my ears, so I naturally had to listen in.
That's not something a hero would do. It's something a villain would do, though.
However, I soon realized that I was eavesdropping, so which is hardly a virtuous deed, and so I decided to let my eavesdropping be known. Like a true hero should. Admitting to it doesn't make it any better. And most strikingly, this little girl said this seasoning was used by a great hero, so I am naturally curious to learn more about it. I shall make it my mission to see that this hero's legacy lives on.
Hold on.
Off I go.
Laplace dashes outside. Too late.
This is bad. I mustn't let the hero secure the victory. Everyone, follow me. I'll stop her.
Drake also dashes outside.
Those fools. They left without even looking at the coordinates.
I'm glad someone said it.
I knew today was going to smoothly. Hold that photo still for a sec, will you? I'm going to jot down the coordinates.
Huh?
Got it. Catch you later, cutie.
After quickly jotting down the coordinates, Maxwell also makes a swift exit.
Oh no, that's the lady is gonna steal the legendary ingredients. Did I make a mistake? You did nothing wrong. Also, it's not as if they were eavesdropped on purpose.
I mean, kind of.
They must have accidentally overheard us while passing by. Aww. Kurata looks depressed. Oh wait, that's it. Rem, let's go find that legendary ingredient. Seasoning. We're going to use it to make a dish for Kurata. And getting our hands on it might also increase our chances of winning the competition. If it'll help tip the odds in our favor, I see no reason not to go for it. However, this is assuming everything that Kurata told us is true. I'm on board as well. Let's hurry and go hunt down the legendary seasoning.
Okay, it's not far from here, so I'll guide you. Just in case, I should send the coordinates to Roppy beforehand. The surface.
The weather is nice. It doesn't seem that any raptures are going to show up, at least not for now.
Amongst the warm sunlight, a cool breeze. There's a hodgepodge of rapture debris scattered everywhere. You call this peaceful?
That initial group that rushed off must have taken care of all the raptures in the area.
Matisse is helping us clear a path.
Even so, we never know when a rapture might pop out. I'll be on the lookout. Leave it to me. Okay, I'll leave it to you.
Oh. Ram, you seem awfully lackadaisical for being up on the surface.
That's because I have full faith in Rem. Hey, Miss Amelia, sister, you see it over there? What are they doing?
A moment later.
About time you all showed up. I've stopped Laplace dead in her tracks, just like I promised.
Drake is proud, sitting while restraining Laplace.
Let me go. I can't allow the legendary seasoning to fall into the hero's hands. That seasoning should be used in a villain's dish. If all you do is stand here and hold me back, you won't be able to get the legendary seasoning either. Well, we can't have that.
Drake releases Laplace.
That legendary seasoning is mine.
Drake then moves as if to start out running.
Oh, no, you don't.
Laplace leaps onto Drake and holds her back.
Let me go. I can't allow the legendary seasoning to fall into a villain's hands. That seasoning should be used in a hero's dish. Tch. If all you do is stand here and hold me back, you won't be able to get the legendary seasoning either. Well, we can't have that.
Drake releases Laplace. Don't you mean the other way around?
That legendary seasoning is mine.
After coming closer, we encounter Maxwell staring at Drake and Laplace in disbelief. What in the world is going on here?
I was wondering the same thing myself. Frankly, I also want to know why they participated in the cooking competition in the first place. Let me go. You're the one holding on to me. Oh, you're right. I can't allow the legendary seasoning to fall into a hero's hands. Is it okay to just leave them like this? It'll be fine. They'll eventually tire themselves out.
A moment later. Hey, would you look at that? Pretty nice. I like it.
Huh. I have a suggestion. Fine, I'll humor you. How about we find a way to settle who gets the seasoning first fair and square? Do you really think you can beat me? Very well. You're on. Hero Dash. What? She just took off running. I thought she was supposed to be a hero. This is bad. We can't let them have the seasoning all for themselves. Rem, let's hurry. Yes. This is starting to become more trouble than it's worth. I think we should tag along as well, cutie.
Yeah. Fine. All of us take off running. Can we take a break? I'm struggling to keep up.
We really screwed the pooch here. At least, at this rate, they're going to leave us in the dust.
Ram sighs with exasperation while being carried by Ram.
You're a commander. I'm sure you formulated a few ideas to get us out of this situation, right?
How is the person being carried the first one to run out of stamina.
And no matter. Fortunately for us, Rem's stamina makes up for it. Come now, we have to catch up to the others before they all take their legendary seasoning.
Speaking of which, what dish are you thinking of making with the seasoning?
We haven't decided yet. A dish which is evocative of the past, and what would be good? If we're going on our own memories, I guess it would be something we ate often at the mansion. I beg your pardon, Miss Amelia, but my opinion differs from yours. As the one in charge of culinary affairs at the mansion, I have given this matter some serious thought. The meals here have been quite different from those we have in Luganica. That tells me that our cooking would not evoke any past memories to the people here.
I think you have a point. You won't be able to invoke someone's memories of a brand new dish.
Precisely. I've mulled it over, and I think we should make a dish that we've eaten together with the people we've encountered thus far. They did help us create some lovely memories. Okay, sure. I think that's a great idea. I have no objection either. And there's one particular dish that we've had a bunch of during our time here.
So you've decided on what you're making?
Yes, we'll be making curry. This place certainly lives up to its name. It's certainly decimated. It's a desolate place, that's for sure. There are traces of previous habitation, but everything has collapsed. Did you say that before? The people of this world had their homes stolen from them by the raptures. That's why you're all living underground.
That's right.
Hearing about it is one thing, but seeing it is another. How long until we reach the destination?
According to the coordinates Karada gave us, it should be right in front of us.
That's not possible. On that, at least we can agree. There's no way the legendary seasoning can be fake. I recognize that voice. It's the person from before all the commotion. I think we've arrived at the right place.
Off in the direction of the badgering voices, a restaurant can be seen. In front of the restaurant, the Mati squad is bickering amongst themselves.
Alright, I'm going to explain this one more time, nice and slowly. I analyzed the ingredients and it's just ordinary black pepper, okay? There's nothing special about it in any way. Maxwell, there's something you're not taking into consideration. And what's that? That's impossible for the legendary seasoning to be just ordinary pepper.
What's going on?
Cutie, can you help me out here? We've been at this for ages now, it seems. So you found the legendary seasoning? Yes, but you bet we found it.
Laplace produces a bag of ordinary ground black pepper and shakes it.
It seems that this so-called legendary seasoning is nothing more than plain black pepper. So you're saying Kurata lied to us? I suppose, yes. Impossible. And this must be the legendary seasoning. That's impossible for the legendary seasoning to be just ordinary pepper. Drake, let's take this opportunity to show Maxwell just what we can make with this. A fine heroic dish. That's a fine idea. You're gonna eat crow, Maxwell. Once you taste my villainous dish, you'll never want to eat anything else for the rest of your life. Let's have a match to see who finishes their dish first. Alright, you're on. The hero, exit! What? She just took off running. I thought she was supposed to be a hero.
Laplace and Drake disappear from view.
I apologize for my fellow squad mates' moronic behavior. I presume this is what you all came here for.
Maxwell hands the bag of pepper to Amelia.
I figured something like this would happen. so I kept some on me. Those morons don't know the first thing about how to use seasoning. Considering how much trouble we went through to get this, it might as well be used by someone who actually needs it. Thank you so much. We'll put it to good use. It really is just an ordinary pepper. Whatever. Anyway, I better not leave those knuckleheads on their own.
See you later. Maxwell runs off in the direction where Lapis and Drake disappear.
I thought it would be bad if they found it first, but they're kind people. What was it you guys called this again? A pepper? A pepper? I wonder what it tastes like.
Amelia opens the lid and pours a small amount into her palm.
The smell is... that's... Achoo!
The sound of Ram's sneeze resonates up towards the blue sky. The time for preparing the ingredients has passed and the afternoon has arrived. An announcement rings out instructing everyone present to gather in the lobby.
Amelia, did you bring the legendary seasoning? We've got it right here. With this, we'll be able to make you a delicious curry. Yippee!
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, I think it's about to start.
Can everyone hear me in the back? Good. The time given for preparing the ingredients has come to an end. It's now time to cook using the ingredients that you've prepared. As mentioned before, the theme of this competition is to make a dish which is evocative of the past. May all the team leaders please go and wait in the kitchen. In case anyone did not hear me earlier, I will repeat one more time how the process will go. The time given for preparing the ingredients.
Ram, are you up first, right? That's correct. I hope you make a good curry. I'll be cheering for you.
As will I.
Leave it to me. A failure isn't in my vocabulary.
Ram struts into the kitchen with utmost confidence. As the team leaders gather in the kitchen, numbers appear on a scoreboard in the center of the room.
That's the time limit. They haven't allotted each person much time to cook. We'll each have to be efficient.
All right, everyone, start your cooking. As a connoisseur shouts, the timer starts winding down, and Ram jumps into action, peeling her ingredients.
My role is to make sure everything's prepared. That way Miss Amelia and Ram can focus purely on cooking. There's not much time. I'll cut the ingredients into small pieces so that they'll better absorb all the seasoning.
You can do this! In no time, a bevy of well-prepared ingredients are arranged neatly in front of Ram.
That should be enough. It was tough. Next up, I've got to make a spice mix that will influence the flavor of the curry. First some of this, and then this.
Ram dips the tip of her finger into the black powder that we procured from up on the surface and taste it.
And this is high-quality pepper. Pepper. And what was it they called again? They called it here. Pepper. At any rate, calling it legendary seasoning is absurd. Even if it's high quality, it's still just pepper. All that talk about how one taste would be enough to captivate anyone. No such seasoning exists. I knew those were stories Kurata's dad made up just to placate her. Anyway, what should I do now? The recipe we learned from the maid for you squad doesn't have any pepper in it. If we want to make a delicious curry, we should stick closely to that recipe.
Ram regards the black powder in a deep contemplation.
Ram, let's go find that legendary seasoning. We're going to use it to make a dish for Kurata. I can't go against Miss Amelia. It's a good thing I'm the one to start. She would have had all sorts of trouble handling the spices. If we use this so-called pepper, It might be a little spicy, but it's sure to enhance the flavor. Alright, I should also steam some potatoes.
2, 1, 0. Time's up. We will move on to the next person.
Well done, Ram. I'm up next. I prepared everything, Miss Amelia. I leave the rest to you. Thanks, Ram. Alright, first up, let's stir-fry the vegetables and the meat.
Amelia gives a quick scan of the ingredients Ram had prepared, then launches herself into cooking without hesitation. Despite her technique being somewhat awkward, Amelia manages to stir-fry the ingredients properly, reciting the instructions out loud as she does so.
Just the right amount. I don't think there's anything to worry about.
In a waiting room, several displays are installed on one side of the wall, which broadcasts footage of the competition venue. Amelia seems to be doing fine.
She has a complete understanding of how to adjust the heat and the amount of ingredients.
It would appear all your hard work paid off.
Have you been spying on us in secret? Shall we hand you over to the ACPU?
No, but can you keep looking at me like that? It's very nice.
There you are, sister. You were amazing out there. I expected nothing less. I'll do my best to measure up. I'm sure you'll do just fine.
Well done.
I only did what was asked of me. And more than that, I think I'm on to something. I'll be back. And take care of Miss Amelia for me, Rem.
Where are you going?
You should know better than to pester a girl about where she's going.
Ram browses through the collectibles in the lobby.
In order to get back to our world, I need to secure something in this mansion. If what I heard is true, there's a high chance it could be an item from Luganica. It must be displayed here somewhere.
Ram passes by a dented pot, a worn-out bed sheet, and a compass, before stopping in front of a book.
How did you?
Is it a gospel? From the, witch's cult? A golden dragon is etched on the cover.
The fairy tale book that was in the mansion. That must be it.
Excuse me, are you lost by any chance? I believe you should be in the waiting room, should you not?
I just found these items intriguing and was browsing.
Are you interested in my collection? It's been a long time since I met someone with such good taste. Most people find my hobby absurd, that I'm collecting useless scraps of junk.
There certainly doesn't seem to be much rhyme or reason to the collection. If it weren't for your personal interest in them, I doubt they'd be worthy of display. I'm also dubious as to their monetary value.
I see you don't beat around the bush.
Perhaps, but I don't intend to criticize someone else for their hobbies.
Oh, really? So, you won't criticize me for what I've always said about that look you give? I doubt it. She would totally do that.
And where did you get this book?
Oh, you mean this? Considering it came from the surface, it's in pristine condition, don't you think? It's written in characters I've never seen before, so I'm unable to decipher it. My daughter was terribly curious about what's inside this page, but I was unable to read it to her. Daughter, you say? So I might not be wrong in the fact that Kradata is your daughter? Supposed daughter? May I ask if you've seen this book before?
No, I haven't. It just reminded me of something who can't read. It just reminded me of someone who can't read to save his life.
Very well. Everyone has a right to keep some stories to themselves. If you're interested, I could share some of the stories behind the items exhibited here.
Oh, that's okay,
I obtained that compass there in order to aid in my search for ancient underwater ruins. With zero awareness of Ram's evident disinterest, the connoisseur excitedly launches into another story. If you take a closer look at that bed sheet over there, you'll see one of the ends is slightly burnt. It ended up this way because I blew up 3 beds while duking it out with a huge rapture.
And why do you need to detonate beds while fighting with a rapture?
The connoisseur works his way through each item until he stops in front of the dented pot. The knight was attempting to rescue the princess, and just when all hope seemed lost, bang, he used this pot.
Use it how?
To knock out the rapture, of course. He therefore bought himself some time and was able to rescue the princess safely. The knight and princess escaped the castle and lived happily ever after. And that's how the story ends. What did you think?
It sounds like a fairy tale for children.
Haha, you caught me. The tale told by the connoisseur is one that Ram realizes she has heard before. Now that I've showed you around, we should be getting back. It's nearly time for the teams to switch members.
Before that, can I ask you something?
What is it?
It told me everything. The items displayed here are things that belonged to people from the past and were used in everyday life. They weren't used for something extraordinary like in those adventure stories Kurata kept rattling off.
So you're quite perceptive.
What's behind you spinning all of those yarns? Why make up all these stories?
The point. I have a daughter. She's sick, so she can't be as active as the other children. You don't have to worry. It's nothing life-threatening. It's just that she has to spend most of her time at home and she gets bored easily. To abate that, I started telling her stories. It was about that time when I began collecting discarded objects from up on the surface and assigning them these sweeping back stories. She really took to the stories that I was telling her. And so she spends much of her time here in the lobby looking at my collection. Yes, the stories may not be true, but if someone enjoys the telling of them, does that not give them value? Rather than the strict verisimilitude of the story, I believe that what matters more are the feelings put into it. This is the first time I've ever said this out loud, but I believe I write for perfect cooking, and organize cooking competitions for a very similar reason. Even if a dish is made from Splenderman and it isn't real per se. As long as someone enjoys eating it, I say there's no difference between it and any other dish. Does that answer your question? A moment later, the hallway in front of the waiting room.
Hey, sister, I'm back. It'll be my turn soon, so I better head to the kitchen. How did Miss Amelia do? She followed what she learned and made some delicious curry. I'll do everything in my power to not let either of you down. You big goof. With your skills, there won't be any issues. Just do what you always do and you'll end up with something scrumptious. And when you put it that way, everything should go smoothly. But if we want to get back to Luganica, we have to win the competition. The other participants are churning out amazing dishes as well, so I can't rest on my laurels and make the usual. We need to put our heart into this while we're cooking, and think about who will be eating it when it's done. It's also important that we lavish the ingredients with just as much attention. However, the ingredients here are all made with Splinterman, as in they're not real. I wonder if we'll be able to produce a meaningful dish.
Yes, the stories may not be true, but if someone enjoys the telling of them, does that not give them value? Rather than a strict... Why are you making me reread the same word? Rather than the strict verisimilitude of the story, I believe what matters more are the feelings put into it. Even if a dish is made from splendid and innocent real per se. As long as someone enjoys eating it, I say there's no difference between it and any other dish.
And keep your chin up, Rem. Whether it's real or fake, it doesn't matter. A dish is made with Splenderman can be just as delicious as any other. And take the curry that you made while we were practicing. You could truly taste the love and care you'd put into it. Sister, so hold your head high. This time, everyone will be able to sense the emotions you're conveying in the dish. Yes.
Amelia tosses the fried ingredients into the boiling water.
And not too much, and not too little. And just the right amount.
She then pours in the milk, adds the spices, and stirs it all in with a ladle.
I got to envision the people I'm making this for. I got to make it delicious for them. Oh, I shall also make a curry separate from this one, with a lot of milk.
The smell of curry wafts up into the air.
It smells delicious. All this cooking has made me hungry. Wait, Rem. It's time for us to switch. Wow, the time went by so fast. I had no idea since I was so focused on my cooking. How is it, Rem? I worked really hard on it. It's delicious. But really? Definitely. It's loads better than the one you made before. The spices are spot on. I'm glad. In that case, you can take over from here. I got this.
Rem takes the ladle from Amelia with a smile. After Amelia leaves, Rem checks the time remaining.
I have enough time. Time to bring this home. There aren't any fundamental issues with the taste, so all I've got to do is do some minor tweaks with the seasoning. After that, I'll be all finished. I'll also whip up some side dishes for the curry.
After a quick assessment of the situation, Rem sets out about finishing the curry. She balances the flavors perfectly by adding in the spices and milk that Rem had prepared, and sets about making various accompanying side dishes. Rem smoothly carries out her rule.
I should use some of those cute plating techniques the maid for you, Squire, taught me.
Just as the allotted time is approaching its end, Rem fills the plate with curry and carefully decorates it with vegetables and cheese.
All done.
With that final flourish, Amelia, Rem, and Ram's curry was complete. 2, 1, 0. Time's up. All cooking stops here. Thank you everyone for your hard work. The cooking portion of the competition comes to a close. Now only the judging remains. Restaurants. Now let us commence with the judging. Typically, the evaluation would have been done by myself and the other officials at Perfect Cooking. However, the theme of this competition is dishes which are evocative of the past. It is not, is it not? In honor of that theme, we have decided to have all the participants and officials gathered here to taste and evaluate the completed dishes. So from now on, feel free to wander around and both taste and evaluate the dishes made by the other teams and submit your feedback. They're really switching up how the evaluation will be done.
And that's fine with me. The other dishes look positively mouth-watering.
First off, I wanted to try the curry you guys made. Is that okay with you?
Of course, but before that, I have a person I want to invite. Would that be okay?
Kurara?
Hello.
We keep running into each other today.
Amelia told me today was the day my wish would come true. And so here I am.
I see.
Kurara, you wanted to try a dish made with legendary seasoning, isn't that right? Yep. Well, here you are, Kurara. Curry made with the one and only legendary seasoning. Whoa, is that a cat? So cute.
The curry offered by Amelia is topped with a cat-shaped pile of vegetables and cheese.
This cat is called Puck. He's like a father to me. A cat who is like a father. How intriguing. Can I try this curry now? Please. Oh, we made it for you after all.
Kurara eats a spoonful of curry.
It's delicious. Oh, I'm glad you like it. How can I not? You guys are super awesome cooks. Alright. Where's the legendary seasoning where my dad said it would be? Ah yes, I'm sure you're quite curious about that. Well then, allow me to tell you a story. It's the story of our adventure on the surface to find the legendary seasoning.
Amelia proceeds to regale Amelia. Hello! Regale Kurara about the trials and tribulations we encountered on the way to obtain the legendary seasoning. This legendary seasoning seems to have quite an effect on people.
But it's just pepper. What was it you guys called it again? Pepper?
Yeah, just ordinary black pepper.
Although it's of fine quality, it's just ordinary black pepper. So what's the point in boring her with that story? Still, it doesn't change the fact that it's a dish you all fall in love with after one taste. But that's because Amelia, sister, and I all poured our hearts into making it.
In other words, the feelings you put into it is more important than the ingredients.
Exactly.
Now that we've tried your curry, should we check out what everyone else made? While trying the dishes made by the other teams we encountered made for you.
Thanks to Aid's teaching, we were able to make a delicious curry. Thank you. I didn't do anything special. Miss Soda, can I try this? Sure, although omurice isn't exactly my forte. Oh, hold on, I'll spray some ketchup on it for you.
But the cooking's already done. You can't make any alterations to it.
And for Ram as well.
Seeing the two teams share their respective dishes is a heartwarming sight.
The curry is delicious. I followed your advice and thought about the people who would be eating it as I worked to earn it. The finest recipe of all. Yippee! Come to think of it, we had to thank the person who shared the legendary seasoning with us in the first place.
You mean Maxwell? I think she's over there.
Behold, my villainous dish. Is this a cake? Where did my heroic dish go? That lump of coal. I threw it away.
Of course, Drake's the one that can cook and Lapis can't.
Nicole, I put my heart and soul into that.
Whatever. The important thing is that you need to try my villainous dish.
Absolutely not. Who would want to eat such a It's good.
Naturally. That's because I use some of the legendary seasoning.
I'd set out to make barbecue. How'd it turn into a cake?
Let's maybe express our gratitude next time.
How come? They seem friendly enough.
Don't worry about it, Amelia. 1 hour later in the lobby.
They're about to announce the results. I'm nervous. Fingers crossed for us to win.
Don't worry. Even if our food did taste good, we kind of, had the backing of, the connoisseur's daughter who likes us, so that's a plus. As soon as Amelia finishes speaking, the connoisseur comes up to the podium. We've just finished reviewing all the evaluations all of you sent in. Once again, I would like to express my gratitude to everyone who participated in this contest. And now, on to the results. I will announce the top 5 contestants, starting with the 5th place, and moving up. All of the rankings have been announced and the cooking competition has come to an end. As the delicious aroma that filled the competition hall gradually dissipates, an upswelling of emotions comes to take its place.
Congratulations on the victory. The rice was delicious.
Well, made for you one, huh? I'm not really surprised. I figured they would win. They are the best cooks in New York.
I'll have to try harder next time. Oh no, that's not. You don't have to. Thank you for congratulating us. The curry was the best. Once and for all, I can finally admit it. You, Ram, are truly a professional maid. You crafted an amazing dish. Amelia, you performed particularly well. Your skills have improved by leaps and bounds in such a short time. A compliment from Aid. I'm so happy. I guess all that hard work was worth it. Still, we weren't able to win. It's a pity.
Joy, regret, and other conflicting emotions all intertwine. Amelia, Rem, and Ram's faces are lined with disappointment at being the runner-up. And don't worry, we're still probably gonna get a prize of our own for coming in 2nd place, thanks to Claudia's influence. And then we get to get the book.
Even if we call out the judges for having messed up taste buds, we can't change the outcome, can we? And then that's just how it goes. But since we found our goal, we have to do everything we can to.
If you really want to know, may I have a moment? I have something I want to say to all of you. Yes? Following the connoisseur, we are led into the innermost room of the mansion. Inside that room. Hello again.
Hello.
Kurata lies peacefully in bed. Allow me to introduce my daughter, Kurata.
So you're Claudia's dad? I had no idea.
Kurata enjoyed your curry so much that I wanted to personally thank you all. I apologize if you coming here was any trouble.
No, thank you for telling us she likes our curry.
The reason Kurata particularly enjoyed your curry was that it brought back some pleasant memories for her.
It did? Yeah, my dad and I used to go camping in the park. And we'd always make curry when we did.
That's right. The fact the curry brought back all those nice memories made it even more delicious. So, made for you won in the taste and appearance factor, but we won in the memory factor, which is what we were basing it off on, so we still get the prize? Maybe?
Dad, can we go camping again?
Of course we can, whenever you recover.
Okay, I'll get better soon, I promise.
That would make me very happy, my dear. Kurata, Dad needs to talk with these people for a moment. Can you wait here?
Yippee.
Shall we continue our conversation outside? I apologize again for calling you all here. I know how busy you are. I simply had to thank you in person. I can't recall the last time I saw Kurata eat with such relish.
Has she been sick for a long time?
Her symptoms have improved a lot, so you don't have to worry. The doctor said she'll recover soon.
I'm glad to hear that. All of her coughing fits seem to be taking a lot out of her. It had me worried.
It's understandable. Although she's much better than she was before. It's been years since she's last had a hearty appetite. At first I thought that if she ate delicious food made in a cooking competition, her appetite might come back. But not even that was enough to make her appetite return. I was on the verge of giving up. I never thought I'd ever get to see Kurata act this way again. So thank you. Well and truly thank you. While shedding tears and thanking us profusely, the connoisseur takes out a book. On the cover there is a golden dragon.
Sister, isn't this the fairy tale book Subaru used for studying? I believe so.
I noticed you had your eyes on this before. Even though you said it was your first time seeing it. I could tell from your gaze that it meant something to you. I know it isn't much, but consider this my repayment for you making my daughter so happy once again. I knew it. The fact the curry brought back all those nice memories made it even more delicious.
I will hold on to it.
I have a daughter. She's 6, so she can't be as active as the other children. You don't have to worry. It's nothing life-threatening. It's just that she spends most of her time at home, so she gets bored easily. To abate that, I started telling her stories. It was about that time when I began collecting discarded objects from up on the surface and assigning them some sweeping backstories. She really took to the stories that I was telling her, and so she spends much of her time here in the lobby looking at my collection. Oh, you mean this? Considering it came from the surface, it's in pristine condition, don't you think? It's written in characters I've never seen before, so I'm unable to decipher it. My daughter was terribly curious about what's inside its pages, but I was unable to read it to her. May I ask if you've seen this book before?
Can I spend some time with Kurata?
Certainly.
You said she was curious about the content of this book, right? I can translate.
I would be honored.
And that's the end of the story. What did you think? It's always fun hearing a new story for the first time. Although there were hard to understand parts in the middle. Still, thanks for telling it to me. You should thank Amelia. I was only planning to give a little overview of the story. Don't mention it. I always wanted to read this book to Kurata. A super big thank you to you. Alright, I'll head back now. You're leaving already. Kurata, you're not completely recovered yet. The competition today must have worn you out. You should rest now. It's really late. We have to go back home now, Kurata. We've been away for a long time. Everyone is probably worrying about us. I see. Will we see each other again? Our home is very far away, so we're not sure when we can come here again. But still, don't worry. We'll always remember you, Kurata, after getting home. We'll try and figure out a way to see you again. But there are many more adventure stories you have to tell us after all. And when that time comes, be sure to have plenty of stories prepared for us. I sure will. I'll go on all sorts of adventures with my dad and tell you all about them. And next time, let's bring Buttersuit too. He gets along with kids.
Yeah, he does. A little too well. But the fact that Ram is, wanting to bring Subaru along? Oh, okay. Ram, are you fine?
Okay, but in order for all this to happen, you got to get rest and become healthy, okay? Okay, I promise.
As I see Amelia and Kurata making a promise, and Rem and Ram as they stood with looks of contentment, an unfortunate thought came to my mind. That our time together was quickly drawing to a close. A few days later, that fairy tale book you brought us is emitting a strong concentration of D-Wave. Just as D-Wave emits from the bodies of those brought from another world, it seems the same also applies to objects brought from another world. So, Everything the gatekeeper manifests from its dreams emanates D-Wave. Correct. Although, to be fair, that might not be of the greatest importance right now. Based on our investigation of the book, we've confirmed that the D-Wave emitted from the object points to a set of specific coordinates on the surface. They seem to be identical to the coordinates where the D-Wave originated. I'm sure you understand the significance of that. The book is directing us to the location of the gatekeeper. Yes, it seems the time has come to put an end to this D-Wave anomaly once and for all. Much like last time, awakening the gatekeeper should resolve the situation. I'll send you the coordinates. Understood. I'll leave the rest to your discretion.
So all we've got to do is awaken the gatekeeper. Yes, to put it simply, once the gatekeeper is awakened, you'll be returned to where you came from. We're almost there, so keep your chin up.
Roppy, how much longer until we reach the destination?
We'll be arriving soon. Everyone keep your weapons at the ready. We've arrived.
There it is.
That big lug is sleeping as soundly as ever. That's the gatekeeper. His legs larger than any other raptures we've seen up to this point. And don't psych yourself out too much. And just think of it as a sleeping rapture. I don't think we can approach it further because of the shield. Master, what should we do now?
Last time, wasn't there
a loud bang sound?
Like that?
It's coming out.
The gatekeeper appears in midair.
Gatekeeper.
Commander, permission to engage. Granted. Initiating combat. Encounter. The gatekeeper collapses to the ground. At the same time, the shield blocking our path vanishes as well.
Oh well, looks like it's up now.
Just like Neon said, the gatekeeper, awoken from its slumber, lumbers around and looks about. In an instant, it leaps up and disappears from sight.
It escaped just like before. That means
it's time to go back.
Sister, you're shining. Don't act so surprised. I've always been a radiant person. As are you. That's not what I meant. You're literally glowing. Miss Amelia too. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with us physically though. Wow, you're right.
That means you're ready to go back home.
Sorry that you all had a rough time of it while you were here. Time for goodbye already. How sad. We put you all through a lot. At least it wasn't boring. And we had a good time. Too. Be sure to think of us from time to time. We will. And tell Cocoa bye for me. And say good thank you to Miss Soda. And Aiden Kurata as well.
We'll be sure to tell them you said hello.
And Vapi, Anis, and Neon. Thank you all so much. It's because of you that we're able to get home. I will pray that someday, all of you will be able to leave the Ark and go home.
I know that one day we will.
Thank you for helping us. Goodbye. Everyone, be safe. I'll be thinking of you.
Oh, you will you?
Goodbye. Let's meet again if the opportunity arises. Goodbye.
It's been fun. And there they go. Amelia, Rem, and Ram disappear in a burst of light.
Oh, this is the point I always hate. Well, with every meeting there is a farewell.
Let's head back, Commander. All right. After making my final report to the Deputy Chief, we can officially close the book on the D-Wave incident. The entire phenomenon came and went without leaving a trace. It's as if nothing ever happened in the first place. It also showed up very, without any word of warning, pretty much almost at all. Like, if I didn't look at Twitter, I literally would not have known that this event would have happened at all. Like, I literally one day saw on Twitter that they were mentioning that a collaboration was gonna happen. And then I looked at the comments and people said that it looked similar to another logo that another game had. Then it was ReZero. I mean, look, again, this is at least better than Chainsaw Man, I'll say that. Chainsaw Man, it wasn't really that interesting. Now, Nier Automata, that was interesting in its own right. This was fine, I guess. It's definitely not something I would have wanted, especially after what Rem did to me. But, I mean, yeah, sure, why not? It was fine. It also forced me to actually finally watch Season 2, even though I absolutely did not have to at all. And I enjoyed Season 2, all except for the fact that, again, it took me literally almost 12 hours to finish it. Which is why this is, a day later than I arguably said that it would be. But with the editing of how long this is, it's probably still going to be on the 10th instead of the 9th. Well, I tried. The entire phenomenon came and went without leaving a trace. It all feels a bit bittersweet.
Commander, welcome back. Now, wouldn't you like some?
What are you eating? Rabianis and Aona gathered around a table in the commander's room eating something. Is it Amelia's cooking? Upon closer inspection, I realize it's curry.
Yeah, there was some left in the kitchen, along with this letter.
Rabi hands over a letter. Meticulous handwriting fills the page. There are characters that I've never seen before.
Have a seat, Commander. And we just heated up the curry.
As I sit down next to Anis, I notice a bowl of curry topped with cheese and seaweed bits in front of me. The toppings are in the shape of a cat. I take a bite of the curry made by Amelia, Rem, and Ram. And a marvelous warmth courses through my body. It's delicious.
Isn't it? I don't think I'll be forgetting this anytime soon.
That's right.
This curry is second to none.
While all of us eat our curry, we still glances at the letter now and again. Hey, can you at least put a translation of what it says so I can know what they actually said? Even though the content is illegible to us, it doesn't bother us in the slightest. It's bothering me, I want to know. Probably thanks for everything, and I hope to see you again is probably what that says. It's the emotions that are being conveyed that are important. Robbie, could you give me another bowl of curry? Our dinner continues on for a long time, until we empty the giant pot of curry. Recipe for you, Ed. But yeah, what I said is probably what is written down. Probably, definitely. But still, the fact that Ram actually, mentioned bringing Subaru here next time. Again, is she okay? Did she hit her head? Is she fine? I was not expecting her to actually say that. Because I know she doesn't particularly like him. Definitely does not like him pretty much almost at all. She respects how he, perseveres through what he does. And that he has strangely good timing for certain things. Gee, I wonder why. But other than that, she doesn't fully hate him, I believe. Though if she was told to kill him, she probably still would do it. Probably. So, yeah. with that, I'm going to be ending this episode. Here it is.
皆さん
Yes,
動い
thank
て
you
くだ
for
さい
watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one, which is probably going to be Ram's story, Emilia's and Rem's. Because look, even though Rem shafted me legitimately in pulling for her, I still like her more than Emilia, even though I've seen season
動いてください
2. I don't give a crap.
皆さん
I really
動いて
don't.
ください
I like Rem more than Emilia. I still will say that, very much so. Even though I probably won't get to see, you know, certain... Look, I can't even say anything because of possible spoilers for anyone who hasn't actually seen all of Season 1, let alone Season 2. Oh my god. Let's just say the people that know, when can I next, you know, something with Rem? I think I think I read something that someone said it was Act 7 of the light novel again, from 4 to 7 is when yeah, that's a very long time, mind you. And in terms of anime years for waiting, isn't that like 6 years of waiting at that point to finally get what I would want with Rem? Yeah, that would drive me insane if all I cared about was
皆さん
ReZero.
動いてください
Luckily, I don't.
皆さん動いてくださ
It's
い
fine. So yeah, I'm gonna go now and edit this and hopefully get it up today. If I don't, then yeah, it's the 10th. I tried. Very, very much so tried. So I did have to take at least an hour break while recording because my voice literally was starting to die. Because this was a lot longer than it usually tends to be. I'll see you guys later, probably on Ram, then Emilia, then Ram, then Ram. I'm very curious to know what their bond stories are going to be. Sadly, they typically don't, when they're the collaboration characters, it's not really them bonding with us, the commander. It's more so them bonding with the characters that they're with. Meaning, we're probably going to see Emilia bonding more with Aid, Rem bonding more with Soda, and Ram bonding more with Cocoa. That's probably what it's going to be. I'd like it if it was with us, but sadly they never do that. At least I don't remember anyone doing that as of late. Now, do I hate the fact that I have Himeno and I don't have, you know, Makima and, Power? Kind of. Because I have every other character except those two. I kind of hate that. Can I just remove Himeno from my account and forget that, you know, Chainsaw Man even happened? Can I please do that? Because it's really bugging the hell out of me that I have Himeno, but I don't have those two. It really sucks. Can you see Bay in the game right now? I don't think you can, right? No, you cannot. Well, that sucks. Either way. Now I will see you guys later.
ご注文はいかがなさいますかご主人様
I would like to eat you, Ravani. You can take that literally or figuratively, or both. But yes, my answer would be you.